Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 7 of my Automate Everything series for modded Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I will be automating the Dissolution Chamber from the mod Industrial Foregoing, and to do this, I will be using the mods Applied Energistics 2 and Industrial Foregoing. So let's get started. So how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to use an ME interface with an ME system from the mod Applied Energistics 2 in conjunction with the Dissolution Chamber to automate it. Unfortunately, the Dissolution Chamber is kind of difficult to automate otherwise, because if you try to hop in items into the Dissolution Chamber, it doesn't work very well because the items don't go exactly where they need to go. They just kind of go wherever. So that's not a very good automation method. So if we take a look at some of the recipes for the Dissolution Chamber, we can take a look at how this thing functions. So it can make a lot of different things, but it can make range upgrades here, and it can make, what's the other major thing? It can make laser lenses, and then machine frames, which the machine frames are the big thing from this mod. You need machine frames for a lot of the different blocks or machines, and there are 3 tiers of machine frames. However, I believe that only as of the mod pack that I'm using, only 2 of them can be made. So let's take a look at those machine frames. So there's actually there's 4 different tiers, but one of them does not require the Dissolution Chamber. The simple machine frame, the advanced machine frame, and then the supreme machine frame all need this Dissolution Chamber. However, I do not think there's a way to currently get ether gas. It says that you can get through the laser drill right here, but I haven't had any luck, and I haven't found anything online as to how to actually get this to work. I actually do have this system set up elsewhere, but it did not work, and it seems like other people are having about the same amount of luck. But in the future, if that does get fixed, what we see is that each of the different recipes actually need a different fluid here. So my suggestion would be, first off, is to set up a Dissolution Chamber for each different fluid that you might need. So for the today I'm going to be showing how to make a simple machine frame through this. So I'm just going to be pumping in latex into this Dissolution Chamber, and then I will be automating the rest of it through the ME system. So let's go ahead and get that latex in there. And I'm using mechanism pipes, although you don't even need pipes to actually get the latex into here. You can just set up the fluid extractors right next to the Dissolution Chamber, and you can use the IO of the fluid extractors themselves to actually push this out, push the fluid out directly into the Dissolution Chamber. Now, if we actually, let's go ahead and make a monitor here. Let's throw down a pattern terminal, and once this thing hooks up to my ME system, which might take it just a hot minute, we will be able to grab some blank patterns, and let's throw 1 blank pattern in here, and let's set up the recipe for this machine frame. So if we take a look at the machine frame, the recipe here for the simple machine frame, we have 2 plastic sheets. I'm actually going to be using the HDPE sheet for mechanism, but you can go ahead and use plastic, because the plastic is actually from this mod. It's just I have a lot more of the HDPE sheets, so that's what I'm going to be using in that place. And then here's the recipe here. I have it actually right here, so let's go ahead and punch everything in. And, oh, whoops, I don't know why I did that. And this is going to be our recipe here. So what we need to do is we need to take this pattern, we need to throw it in right here, and we should be able to tell this system to make some of these simple machine frames. Now, right now, my system doesn't have very much latex in it, so I can only make 3 of them right now because each one takes 250 millibuckets. But if you have a simple automatic system to get latex like I have right here, it's just a block placer with fluid extractors around an acacia log. You can get latex pretty quickly, especially if you have like chunk loading going like I do. So let's go ahead and tell this to make a few of the simple machine frames, and it should go ahead and work. So we can do 3, so let's go ahead and tell it to do 3. So as we can see, this Dissolution Chamber only allows you to put 1 item in each slot at a time, so you don't see 3, 3, 3 here, but it will go ahead and make 3 of them. It is smart enough, the ME system is smart enough not to try to thrown items that can't be thrown in there. So for example, it's not throwing in way too many HDPE sheets and then filling up all of the slots. It's smart enough to put everything where it needs to go. And as you can see, we have the simple machine frame. Now to actually get this back into the ME system, what we need to do is we need to go to the output and we need to tell this to push it back into the ME interface there. And now we can see that we only have one simple machine frame to go. And now that it is done, it goes into the ME system. So that is fantastic. And that right there is how you automate the dissolution chamber using the mod Applied Energistics 2, as well as obviously Industrial Foregoing. If you feel like you learned something today, definitely feel free to drop a like down below. And if you like watching automation type stuff in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.